Hey there, it's David H. Lawrence the 17th, and I just got finished reading an article that I thought really resonated, certainly with me. It connected with me because it was a guy by the name of Anthony Moore that wrote the article, and I read it over on Medium, which is a new publishing platform. It's actually not that new, but it's kind of catching on around now. Um, he's been trying to put together a comprehensive course on something. And so as I was reading about his struggles, it reminded me of what it was like for me to put together VO2GoGo, the Pro connection, the Pro curriculum, and the ACX Master Class with Dan, and the other courses that I've put together and the other things that I've done that I market online. And one of the things that he was concerned about was he couldn't quite get things going. He couldn't quite get over that hump of, I got to do all these different things. And do I really want to do this? Yeah, I really want to do it. But, so he's vacillating back and forth. And he mentions a quote from John, I hope I'm pronouncing this name properly, Assaraf, where he discusses really examining whether you are just kind of interested in what you're doing or if you're actually engaged in what you're doing. So there's a difference between interest and commitment. And what he says is, if you're interested, you come up with stories, excuses, reasons, and circumstances about why you can't or why you won't. But if you're committed, those go out the window. You just do whatever it takes. And I think there's some truth in that. It certainly was how I felt about it, because there was a time when I was just kind of interested in teaching voiceover. I mean, there was a time when I wasn't interested at all in teaching voiceover. I was kind of incredulous that anybody would want me to teach voiceover. I kept pushing back and saying no. And that's a whole other kettle of fish. But and then I got interested in it, like, that might be interested in it. But then when I saw the change that it made in someone's life, when I helped them with their demo and when I helped them with auditioning for commercials, I thought, and I became committed. And I tell the story every so often about when I took that one weekend back in 2006, I think it was, and I just sat down and I turned out my first class. I did the syllabus for it, and I wasn't teaching with PowerPoint in those days. I was teaching live. So I just basically did the notes that I needed for the class. It was on commercials. And this is the thing. Some people put a goal up. They go, I think I'd like to do that. And that's the real phrase. I think I'd like to do that. Not I'm going to do that. I must do that. I'm driven to do that. Lots of people don't even recognize when they're driven or they need to do something, right? So there was another quote that he put in the article I thought was pretty funny. George Lorimer said, most people would rather make $1 million in their head every night than make $100 in cash every day. So what do you do? How do you know if you're interested versus committed? Well, are you thinking about doing it now, later? Who knows? But ready, shoot, aim. Employ that. Just try a few things. That's the second piece, is small progress every day and then adjusting for that progress. Ready, shoot, aim. Small things. Celebrate those small things. And then the third thing to do is use adversity and challenge as your motivation. It's hard. It's not easy. To do anything that we do in this space, it's not easy. Teaching, marketing, performance, voiceover, on-camera stuff, it's not easy. And when you're able to overcome those things, you can see your level of commitment and you can enjoy that and celebrate that. So, ready, shoot, aim. Small progress every day. Note the progress and celebrate that progress. And then use adversity and challenge as a motivation. And pretty soon you'll find out whether you're just interested in something or whether you're actually engaged and committed to doing that. I hope this resonates with you as much as it did with me. I'm sure there's something in your life that you're kind of playing at, you're a dilettante at, and then there are other things that you are very, very serious about. Tell me about them in the comments below. Wherever you're watching this, I hope you're watching it at VO2GoGo.com, because at that site, I got a lot of really great stuff for you there that's absolutely free. There's some stuff that you can buy if you want, but there's so many resources there that will really help you with your voiceover, your pursuit. And also want to remind you one more time that on the 100th episode of these 365 episodes, I'm going to do what they call over on Reddit an AMA, an Ask Me Anything. And I'm gathering those questions now, between now and the 100th episode. I'm going to be looking at comments that people have left in the previous, I don't know, what is it, 80 some odd episodes that we've done. And I also invite you, if you have questions that you'd like to ask me, it doesn't have to be about what I've been talking about in these videos. Maybe you want to know something about tech or equipment or about me personally. I'll answer anything I possibly can. And so send those to me. In the subject line, put AMA question. And then send it to me at davidlawrence@gmail.com. I'll be happy to put it in the basket of questions we're going to answer. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and click on my head there. If there's no head, find a subscribe button. You want to see the latest video I've done, click on that frame and YouTube will play it for you. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.